Hello there, beautiful Taurus. Welcome to my Tarot. Hoping all is well and good with you. Thank you for joining me today. Let's go ahead and do a energy love reading for you here. See what energies are around you in terms of love or your relationship or situation, regardless of the status. We'll just see what messages are going to show up for you, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Venus, and rising energies. These are general readings. They will not resonate with all of you. Just use your discernment. If the reading is not for you, that is fine. Might be for somebody else. That's totally okay. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I do variety style readings on here. Everybody is welcome here. This is a safe space, so be nice and kind and respectful to one another is all I ask, especially if you choose to comment or reply to other people. If you have any questions for me, feel free to ask or go ahead and read the description box below. To see where I am with my journey here on YouTube with you guys. Also, if you enjoy tarot, feel free to subscribe, hit that notification bell. I do upload weekly, and if you find the reading to be of meaning for you or resonates with you at some level, feel free to like the video as well. All right, I sincerely appreciate your support in those ways. We have soulmates, we have partying, we also have abundance. We're going to start with these energies first. We have karmic relationship, twin flames, and we also have a shock. Something shocking coming through. I do see my stuff is crooked, and I get so tired of trying to make sure it's not crooked, but it's always crooked for some reason. I think that's better. All right, so let's go ahead and dive in and see what shows up for you, okay? Let's get started with... all right, it says blowing kisses here. So we're going to start with blowing kisses first for you. So it just feels like somebody here with blowing kisses. It says, look, it says unconditional love, giving and receiving, fairness and love, affection return. It feels like somebody's desiring affection and romance here. It kind of also plays well with the Knight of Cups, okay, because the Knight of Cups shows in the position of what's unknown or hidden, so unexpressed feelings. But it does feel like the need to have something that's fair, like fair, maybe equal reciprocity, equal give and take, or just kind of keeping things like where it's not just one person doing it, you know what I mean? Like just kind of feels like there could be a desire for something more, like just more. And it could be because there could be a soulmate connection here, a soul tie taking place. You know, there's a contract playing out for you and this person. This could be something where the connection together needs to kind of get deepened, or maybe there's hidden romantic desires that are still yet to be exposed or talked about. So there could be some things holding something back right now. It does feel like the relationship is could be a little disconnected and strained, okay? So it feels like you could be in a phase where both of you are trying to mend this. There could be a disconnection, something that's you're not feeling like you're connected as much. Obviously a disconnection, but I was gonna say like not synchronized, you know, like something just feels totally off for you right now with this person, and them towards you. It's just there's a lack of happiness. The partying here, I feel like, you know, because we do have the Three of Cups in reverse, there could be something here where it was just an overindulgence taking place. All right, so there could be like a long for happy times, good times. Somebody here could be like, you know, in a memory place of memory here with you, or in a place in their memory, I should say, where they kind of, you know, they were happy single, but they're also happy with you. But right now something is disconnected and that happiness is just kind of like not there. And so it feels like also like if they're playing the single life or on a single path right now, it just feels like things are just not the same. In terms of abundance, I do feel like, you know, there's a potential here, desire to recover or get back on track where, you know, you both used to have a good time, you enjoy each other's company. Feels like, you know, when you're together, you're very synchronized, you're meant to be for one another, like I was saying. So it plays out There's some things here. It feels like some blessings are manifesting in disguise. It feels like this energy really wants some a positivity or positive outcome, in general towards you energetically, of course. With abundance, I also feel like, it's not just abundance in like money and all that stuff, but it's more like in love. So feels like, energetically manifesting. There's a manifestation of, the desire for something strong and positive to happen. Like, and then when we think about the Five of Pentacles, that's usually the opposite of abundance. Um, Makes you kind of, think, well, wait a minute. But the essentially here, blessings, return things to normal, bring back that joy, bring back those happy times, happy memories, is kind of what I'm thinking with this energy. The karmic relationship here, it says resentments, triggers, perception, intensity, letting go, turmoil, and fleeting. I sometimes like to read them just so you know what it says. I don't know if you can see them clearly, but karmic with soulmates, you guys, like there's just a lot here. I feel like there's lessons to be learned from both of you through the pains that you've put each other through. So essentially, pains are usually indicators of a past because in the present you could still be dealing with the pain, but it's based on action. That's always going to be have happened in the past because earlier I did a reading and someone was like, all you're saying is pain, 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 past, past, past. Well, like, I don't know what to tell you because the cards talk about the past where they do. And we have a lot of elements here that tie into your past life. So here we go. Okay. But look, it doesn't even stop. We've got twin flames. All right. So there's a lot of, fire experience taking place here. A lot of fire energy with the Eight of Wands coming in with this twin flames. It just tells me that there's, the desire here to move towards certain things or act on certain things. Needs, there's transformation taking place, changes are happening, manifestations are coming through, or they're being manifested. So there's a lot going on. I do feel like there's an energy of change that's coming through. And then we have shocking change. So, with the twin flames and the shocking change, I do feel like there could be, like a potential for healing, a potential to recover. Things could be very fragile right now. Things could be feeling a little strained, like I was saying. Things could be feeling like you're in emotional limbo. Okay, so there's a lot of unspoken and unsaid things that still need to be talked about. And so it could be just shocking information or shocking transformation, seeing things differently in a different light. All right. I do feel like, it could just kind of even expose revelations, some truths, okay? Because, or anything that's in delay, that's being delayed, that you're waiting on an answer for or haven't gotten direction on, it's going to come through and it's going to give you like it's going to shock you, but it's going to be like, I feel like it, because it's underneath abundance, I feel like it's from a positive place. All right. Something could shock you based on what you've been thinking, what you're manifesting, what you're calling in. You're gonna hear something about that. But overall, here, I mean, where they're showing up mainly, they're in it to win it with you, okay? But there's something here that's causing a rift. So let's go ahead and see what Tarot says. The Three of Cups here. This is a Cancer energy. I also feel like it's a card of communication in the reverse. There could be a little issue here with kind of not seeing things clearly. We could be dealing with some interferences. There could be some misunderstandings, okay? Somebody might be feeling a little too lonely. Things are not as happy as they used to be once upon a time, okay? And it just feels like something here is just kind of lacking the warmth and happiness and excitement that was there with this person. So it just feels like there's the connection itself, the energy. It just feels like your emotional bonds or what used to bring you together and make you happy is just kind of broken right now, or just kind of going through some type of a change, okay? Some type of a karmic experience. There's lessons to be learned, all right? It does feel like, there's a chance here to kind of have an opportunity to rediscover things. But here is just that initial joy, that spark that used to be there. It feels like it's kind of like the flame is low on it right now. All right, so the both of you here are showing up as the Five of Pentacles energetically together. Five of Pentacles, this is a Taurus energy. It is also a Mercury card. So we're struggling here, keeping emotions, communications clear in terms of how we feel, in terms of what's worrying us. It does feel like you know, Taurus, this lines up with you, like I said. So it does feel like there's this, there's something here, there's a hardship that we're trying to kind of break out of or transition from. Okay, so some of you, could be feeling, both of you could be feeling like the other partners, and you know, keep, like leaving them left out, feeling the relationship is emotionally abandoned. Like there could be no like kind of like, I don't want to say hope, but there's no like light at the end of the tunnel right now. There's a lot of distractions. All right. It does feel like somebody here is like not supporting the other person. So somebody could be, you guys could be going through something tough, and the relationship is taking a very strong turn here. I don't want to say there's necessarily a lot of distractions, but there could be play here where there could be a sense of lying, cheating, or betrayal, or just kind of somebody advancing the relationship, the in a way that kind of made somebody feel like rejected or unwanted. Okay, so I do feel like there's a very important need here to see and acknowledge each other's emotional states with the Five of Pentacles, because there's like the potential for healing and repair here, but things are very fragile right now, so it's really kind of delicate. There's like not a whole lot of understanding like what might kind of, what will make things kind of feel safe. Okay, so I do feel like there's a period of isolation essentially taking place, and I do feel like even though there's optimism to heal something, the foundation is feeling like weak. Okay, that could be because there could be like past hardships or something where you know, like trigger something that's triggering feelings or sensations of like, or experiencing like kind of rejection, abandonment. So that could be kind of coming back, and it's not like, it's not a good feeling. And if you guys are in a twin flame and you're both doing this to each other because you're both showing up as the Five of Pentacles together as well. So let's kind of shift from the together vibes and go into individual. I feel like this person's, you know, in terms of how they're feeling about you or towards you with the Six of Cups, this is a Scorpio energy. There's a lot of emotional baggage here. Trying to let go of the emotional baggage is very tough for this person. I do feel like they're hanging on to memories that I don't feel, no, like they no longer, that, like whatever memories are hanging on to, or whatever things they're hanging on to in terms of the relationship, it's no longer serving the relationship for the benefit of it. Okay, it's just putting them in a place where they disconnected from reality with you for whatever the reason, and I feel like there's a reluctance to move forward from you or from the situation right now. And I feel like that's because there could be unresolved issues. Okay, so something like the spark, that joy, this is associated with the Sun card anyway. So there's a loss of spark, passion, and joy here that this person wants to have come back. But right now they're in a place where they're feeling like they've lost that with you, that they can't retrieve it, they can't fix it, they can't reconnect with it. Okay, and I feel like they really are, don't want to lose two reversals in areas that are really important. I don't feel like they want to lose something that they find very meaningful and important, okay, which is essentially you and the relationship that they have with you. Okay, so they could be feeling a little regretful or sad right now, and I feel like they really miss the innocence of where things were. Okay, the Eight of Wands here for their hopes and desires. All right, I feel like they really would hope that something takes change, of course, very, very soon. I do think they hope to have something, some sort of good news, some sort of a way to establish connection or get the spark going back. I feel like both of you anyway want some access to clarity or understanding, like, you know, just have some sort of resolution, not so much closure, but just answers. Okay, and it does feel like something here could, you know, something could come out of nowhere where it could give you guys both the answers you need. Like, it does feel like there's a reconciliation desired to be in progress. There's abundance, there's manifestation for it. And I feel like for a lot of you, it's not that your hopes are not being met, but maybe for like a lot of you, they're not being realized. Okay, or they have not maybe materialized in the past. But I feel like for a lot of you, your patience, because it does feel like some things are just kind of taking time and playing out slow, because the Hangman has been a little bit of a challenge. The Hangman is playing a role in your connection right now, in terms of overall challenges. I do feel like somebody's feeling a little stuck. There isn't a whole lot of answers. maybe even reluctant to see things differently. Okay, maybe somebody is just having a hard time letting go of control or letting go of things, because maybe to them it's not just the control, but it's the loss, and I don't feel like they want to feel like they're losing a grip on stuff, so they're being a little resistant here. It does feel like this energy here kind of comes through a little impatient as well as a challenge. So impatience is playing a very bad role here for the both of you. It's causing decisions to be made out of haste. Like, okay, I'm done with this person out of haste because this didn't happen because there's a delay. But the delay is coming. It's not coming from like a bad place. I feel like the delays, are just playing a role here because there's a little like a lag, like a slowness in growth or healing, or just rushing to take action in a fast way. The desire is there, and for things to materialize, to manifest, but the challenge is getting it moving. Okay, so I don't necessarily feel like every single story is going to be about like cheating or lying, but there's a heavy weight here where somebody was not honest. There was a sense of betrayal taking place. All right, it does feel like betrayal has come through in terms of like neglect, not paying attention to the relationship, refusing to evolve. All right, so it doesn't necessarily have to be full on cheating, but it could be where somebody else here stopped trying, stopped contributing, started paying attention to some other people, started inviting third party lifestyles, playing too many games, going out partying, staying out late, I don't know, so whatever, gym too much, whatever it is. It just feels like the growth and nourishment that the relationship needed or needs was not there with this person. They were just very kind of emotionally I don't know, not playing with they were not like giving you their true feelings or withholding feelings. All right, it's kind of been the challenge. The Four of Swords put a lot of things on hold. The Four of Swords is here in the reverse. Okay, this is a Libra energy. I feel like, it's just the message here is just kind of taking the time needed to rest for introspection, yes. But this is somebody that's having a hard time deciding, remember, and acting and trying to move towards things, so they could just burn out, staying in place, not trying to fix something, or trying to fix something, but not necessarily, like the delays could be like, just because it's mentally exhausting. It's a swords card. It has to do a little bit with thinking sometimes. So it feels like they become burnt out overthinking of a strategy here that's going to work out. All right, they're kind of in a contemplative state, so they're a little sad, they're a little withdrawn. I mean, reverse, 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 right? So in terms of like the things that within that aligns to kind of like them and connects to you, there's a little bit of a distress here taking place, a little bit of a setback. I do feel like, this is a tough time right now. So instead of dealing with the challenges, the patience card is not playing out in their favor as much. It feels like they're just kind of rushing to, again, remember I was talking about like decisions, like they're rushing to something, or like somebody rushes, so they're not taking the time to think something through, so they're rushing to an outcome, a conclusion, a decision, a behavior, an act, and it's just kind of unnecessary. It's just exhausting. Okay, so I don't know, but it could be also that, this is somebody that's being very, very secretive, okay? And because they're being secretive, and I don't know, some of you may not trust them. They could have issues. They could be like flirts, they could be like, those like whole Romeo style. I don't know how you call them these days, but like they can come across as, attractive, or just kind of, just they flirt. They just have a flirtatious nature to some degree. So there's just a little bit of a hesitation here, how much trust to be given. So like I said, things kind of have slowed down, and in that sense, it's just kind of wherever their distractions are going, it's causing a little bit of concern in terms of feeling insecure. And also it's just, putting things in a place where your person's lack of actions right now, because they're not acting or moving in a certain direction right away. It's also showing it's contributing, it's not helping their case, okay, as in if they're like lying or deceiving you or betraying you. So the Knight of Cups here, let's see, this is for, you know, what is something that we don't know about this person or the situation, or something that tarot just wants you to know overall. I feel like there's somebody that just doesn't want to express completely how they feel, but there is unvoiced feelings of true love here, or sensation for deeper desire, for deeper connection. All right, it's just kind of like, it feels like this is somebody that's just secretive, but not to be deceptive 100%. Could be secretive because they just kind of like to guard their feelings. And I feel like, not their feelings, but maybe it's just, you know, it's just like they like to have that fantasy kind of a mindset towards things. And they don't want to attach too much reality to the experience. Okay, so just things staying in a fantasy world, or in a fantasy state of thinking for some of them, because they're like a romantic style of energy. It plays with them. It plays with them well. And if they're a flirt anyway, it kind of also makes a little bit of sense. But I feel like, you know, there's a desire to have some sort of like a fairy tale love, but it hasn't been communicated here. So I mean, there's an opportunity here to wine and dine and take things, like I said, soulmates, karmic relationship, twin flames, abundance. The only thing here is just like the, you know, the wish of kind of, you know, having like something, the spark is lost right now. Something is just lost spark wise, and that spark needs to come back. The Three of Swords, it's a rough card to see at the end of the reading. I feel like the message here, you know, they just kind of want to, you know, acknowledge, um, I feel like because there's a desire here to heal, there's a strong potential to actually succeed at it too. Um, they want to do things right, and I feel like, you know, acknowledgments need to be made. Okay, so I feel like they are ready to be fair, to be honest, to be truthful, call it like it is. Okay, speak the truths, and like offer some closure, or address things to just have the closure that's necessary. Okay, I do feel like, you know, an apology here is coming through, and a chance to heal. For some of you, this is somebody that also feels like, because you're in a twin flame, you could easily be as guilty of those behaviors as well. If you have like an open type of a relationship, or a relationship that just has perks and benefits, but doesn't have like a long-term acknowledged commitment thing, you know, this whole fire kind of separation and kind of realigning with one another, it's bringing y'all both closer towards one another, but because it's a twin flame experience, it's also doing it in a way where it's like awakening y'all to how much you really like love or care about one another. It's in that phase of things right now. It doesn't feel like, you know, it's the end all be all at all. I do feel like there's a great chance to resurrect something and correct it. But, you know, there's a lot of unresolved hurt and betrayal that needs to be addressed. The Eight of Wands tells me that there could be rapid action taken towards it. All right. But with the delays, it could be like it's exhausting the way, because at this time, if things are very strained, if they've hurt you, if you're both emotionally kind of struggling, it's going to feel like it's very overwhelming. But that's where the reading is taking me for you right now, Taurus. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments what's going on with you. Like the video if it resonated, great. I would sincerely appreciate you subscribing as well, and I will see you very soon. Today is December 30, 2024. I'll see you January 1st. So happy New Year. Love you guys. Bye bye.